Welcome to the internet, or is it? Hey there, fellow netizens, ever get this weird feeling like the internet's gotten weird? You're scrolling through social media and everything feels off. The comments seem fake, the trends are bizarre. It's like you've stumbled into some uncanny valley version of the internet you thought you knew. Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're diving headfirst into the rabbit hole of the dead internet theory. This theory, my friends, is a real head-scratcher. It claims that the internet, as we once knew it, is gone, kaput, replaced by a digital wasteland ruled by bots, algorithms, and enough AI to make your head spin. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? Well, the line between fiction and reality is getting blurrier by the day. But before you start prepping your bunker and stockpiling ramen noodles, let's break it down. Is the internet actually dead, or is it just going through a goth phase? We're going to dissect this theory, examine the evidence, and maybe, just maybe, come out the other side with a little more clarity. Or at least a healthy dose of existential dread. Either way, it'll be a wild ride. Let's do this. Okay, first things first, bots. You know those annoying automated accounts that spam comments and slide into your DMs with suspicious links? Yeah, they're everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Studies showed that a huge chunk of internet traffic, we're talking almost half, is generated by bots. These aren't just your grandma's spam bots either. We're talking sophisticated AI-powered bots that can mimic human behavior scarily well. They can write news articles, compose tweets, even churn out entire blog posts without breaking a sweat or needing a coffee break, the overachievers. And then there are the algorithms, those sneaky little lines of code lurking behind your favorite social media platforms, deciding what you see and don't see. They prioritize content that keeps you glued to your screen, even if it's complete garbage. Think of them as the internet's picky eaters, only instead of vegetables, they're filtering out anything that doesn't fit their narrow definition of engaging content. So we've got bots churning out content and algorithms curating it for maximum engagement. Starting to see how this dead internet theory might hold some water. Let's dive deeper, shall we? Remember the good old days of the internet, back when people shared cat videos unironically and argued about the correct way to pronounce GIF? Yeah, those days might be gone, my friends. The rise of bots and algorithms has led to a decline in what the cool kids call organic content. You know, the stuff created by actual living, breathing humans. Instead, we're bombarded with clickbait headlines, recycled memes, and content so polished and manufactured it makes a Kardashian blush. It's like walking into a grocery store and only finding perfectly identical plastic-wrapped apples. Sure, they might look appealing, but they lack the flavor, the imperfections, the soul of a real apple. And let's be honest, who wants to live in a world without wonky-looking fruit? This decline in organic content is a major red flag for the dead internet theory. It suggests that the internet is becoming less about genuine human connection and more about, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about who's really calling the shots in this digital playground. You know, the big players, Google, Meta, Amazon. These tech giants have become the gatekeepers of the internet, controlling what we see, what we buy, and even what we think. Don't at me, Mark Zuckerberg. They've gobbled up smaller companies like Pac-Man on a pixelated rampage, consolidating their power and tightening their grip on the flow of information. This centralization is like giving the keys to the internet to a handful of people and hoping they don't lose them. Or, you know, use them for evil. This concentration of power has some serious implications for the dead internet theory. It means that a select few corporations have the ability to manipulate what we see online, shaping our perceptions and influencing our behavior. Section 5, trending now, manufactured hype and viral manipulation. Remember that time everyone was obsessed with some incredibly bizarre and fleeting internet trend? Yeah, me too. And you know what? It was probably orchestrated. The dead internet theory argues that many online trends, those viral sensations that capture our collective attention for 5 minutes before disappearing into the ether, are artificially manufactured. We're talking bots, fake accounts, and sophisticated marketing campaigns designed to make something or someone go viral. Think about it. Have you ever scrolled through your feed and thought, who are these people? And why do they care so much about some ridiculous trend? That, my friend, is the sound of the dead internet theory whispering in your ear. It suggests that we're no longer in control of what we find interesting or entertaining. Instead, we're being fed a carefully curated diet of manufactured hype designed to keep us clicking, scrolling, and ultimately spending. Section 6. Is the internet actually dead? Arguments for the apocalypse. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Bots, algorithms, the decline of organic content, the centralization of power, manufactured trends. It's enough to make you want to toss your phone in the nearest lake and go live off the grid. But before you do, let's examine the evidence for the dead internet theory. First, the sheer volume of bot activity is undeniable. Studies suggest that a significant portion of online traffic is generated by bots, not humans. This raises some serious questions about the authenticity of online interactions and the potential for manipulation. Second, the rise of echo chambers and filter bubbles is a real concern. Algorithms, in their quest to show us what they think we want to see, often trap us in these digital echo chambers where we're only exposed to information that confirms our existing biases. This lack of diversity of thought is a major red flag for the health of any online community. Third, the increasing sophistication of AI-generated content is blurring the lines between human and machine-generated content. This makes it more difficult to discern what's real and what's fake, further fueling the sense that the internet is becoming less authentic. So, is the internet dead? The evidence suggests that it's at least on life support. But before we start planning the funeral, let's hear from the other side. Section 7. Hold your horses. Arguments against the digital graveyard. Okay, doom and gloom aside, let's play devil's advocate for a minute. The dead internet theory, while thought-provoking, might be a tad dramatic. Asterisk gasp, I know, right? Let's look at the counter-arguments. First, the internet is still a hotbed of human activity. Billions of people around the world use the internet every day to connect, create, and share their lives. Sure, there are bots, but to say they've completely taken over is a bit of a stretch. Second, while algorithms can create echo chambers, they can also connect us with like-minded individuals and expose us to new ideas. It all depends on how we use them. Think of it this way. A hammer can be used to build a house or to bash someone over the head. It's all about how you wield the tool. Third, the internet is constantly evolving. New platforms emerge, old ones adapt, and the balance of power is constantly shifting. To say that the internet is dead is to ignore its dynamic and ever-changing nature. So, while the dead internet theory raises some valid concerns, it's important to remember that the internet is a complex and multifaceted beast. Section 8. So, is the internet a zombie, navigating the shifting online landscape? So, where do we land on this whole dead internet theory? Is it a digital doomsday prophecy or a bunch of overblown hype? The truth, as always, is a bit more nuanced. The internet isn't dead, but it's definitely different. It's more commercialized, more algorithmically driven, and more susceptible to manipulation than ever before. But it's also still a powerful tool for connection, creativity, and even social change. The key is to be aware of the forces at play and to use the internet critically and consciously. Don't believe everything you see online, especially if it comes from a bot with a suspicious username. Seek out diverse perspectives, even if they challenge your own beliefs. And most importantly, never underestimate the power of human connection in a digital world. The future of the internet is in our hands. Let's make sure it's one worth logging on to. Section 9. Stay curious, stay critical, a call to action for the digital age. So there you have it, folks, the dead internet. Theory, a wild ride through the underbelly of the internet, complete with bots, algorithms, and enough existential dread to fuel 1,000 dystopian novels. But here's the thing, knowledge is power. By understanding the forces shaping the online world, we can become more conscious and critical users. We can choose to engage with content that matters, connect with real people, and build a better internet for everyone. Don't let the bots and algorithms win. Stay curious, stay critical, and keep fighting for a vibrant, human-centered internet. After all, in the words of the great philosopher Keanu Reeves, whoa,